guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's look is the 1950s, which you can think of Marilyn Monroe, Grace Kelly, Betty Grable, Doris Day, Marilyn Monroe, anybody in the 50s. Welcome. It is time for the 50s, my favorite era. If you cannot tell, I'm very excited. It's my favorite. Okay, so my hair's falling down. Woohoo! Okay, so obviously I went with the Marilyn Monroe look today. I went back and forth in between doing like Lucille Ball, Doris Day. I was like, I wanted something different. But it came down to it, Marilyn Monroe is the icon of the 50s, so just do it. And I might do a Doris Day inspired Valentine's Day tutorial, so if that sounds cool, let me know in the comments below. So, the age of makeup entered the golden age in the 1950s. It was a really glamorous decade for women's makeup. For the first time, unknown models began the rival of big Hollywood names in becoming the face of makeup brands. So women started to look at models rather than movie stars to get their makeup inspiration. They still did look at starlets in the Hollywood eye, but they tended to lean more toward models just to get more of like they can relate to them on a more modern everyday woman level. If there was a color for the 1950s, it would be pink, which I know sounds weird because you think of red, right? Am I right? But it was pink. And when you think of red, our minds, I think, are programmed just to think of Marilyn Monroe, red lipstick, retro, winged eyeliner, all of that, our minds just think of it. But Doris Day was kind of more the popular makeup look of the 50s. Marilyn Monroe was kind of a rebel, I would want to say. She was going for the sexy, sultry, provocative look, whereas women in the 50s were going for the subtle, sweet, pinkish look. So Marilyn Monroe kind of had her own little agenda going on there. Like I did in the past few videos, I went through and did a breakdown of how each step was done on a woman's face, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. The foundation, a creamy ivory base, and a cream or liquid foundation near natural skin color. So the foundation was the color of your skin, if not lighter, and it was set with a flesh-colored powder. Eyes, subtle shadows on lid, taped out to shimmering pale brow. So kind of, if you wanted to be kind of like daring, cut crease kind of, but most women would take a brush and just throw some neutral shade in her crease and a lighter shade on her lid and brow bone just to create definition. And with eyeliner, next thing, the waning effect became popular in the 50s. Now if you think about it, where would we be as makeup lovers or artists now if the 50s did not happen, if they outlawed winged eyeliner? What would we do? Lashes, subtle and applied usually to the upper lashes. Now, because like I said before, Marilyn Monroe had her own little agenda, she went full with lashes. Doris Day, on the other hand, was more subtle, where she didn't apply too much to the lower lashes, and whatever she did apply to her upper lashes was usually targeted for the outer lashes of her eye. Rouges, pastel and rose colored, applied to the apples of the cheeks, so red and oranges were no longer in, and pinks became the color of the 50s. So they'd apply it to the apples of the cheeks and brush it outward toward your temples. Lips, many tutorials advise creating a smile effect with lipsticks achieved by drooping. Finally, mascara was finally in spoolie form, no longer cake, spoolie. Mascara from brand leaders such as Maybelline was an essential cosmetic to a woman's handbag. The cat eye line, or the wingtip, which defines the current retro pinup look, such a simple innovation, added real glamour to girls' eyes and was often preferred by women to a heavy eyeshadow look. Women could also even buy eyeliner stencils to create the look of their favorite starlet. So let's say I'm a teenage girl in the 50s and I'm looking up at Lucille Ball. I'm like, wow, her eyebrows. I want those. So I go out, I buy a stencil, slap it on, pluck away, take it off. I'm Lucille Ball, obviously. So it was a great way to get girls to chase their favorite look on a Hollywood starlet. Now in the beginning, I mentioned some names, I believe, that were very popular in the 50s. So I'll go through this them again. That was Betty Grable, Grace Kelly, Doris Day, Marilyn Monroe, and a lot more. So if you want some different looks and ideas of 50s makeup, go check them out. And with that, we will jump into the tutorial. Hey guys, so starting out here, I've already done my foundation and primer, so now I'm just putting a light dusting of powder on my face, and it is a flesh colored powder with a big powder brush. Now applying a light a light pink blush to my apples of my cheeks and dragging it outward toward my temples in circular motions. And I keep building up color here until I get the opaqueness and color intensity that I want with the blush. Now I'm going to go ahead and arch my eyebrows and do them basically normally, but I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil in medium brown, and I'm just making them a little bit thicker than I normally would and just arching them very intense. And I do one eyebrow on camera and one eyebrow off camera. Okay, so now I'm taking my MAC paint pot in soft ochre, and I sped it up because I've done this in every video. I'm just applying it with a concealer brush to my lid to give a primer for my eyeshadow. Now I'm applying a flesh colored shade, which happens to be Tiny Death from the Kat Von D Monarch palette, to my eyelid to help set the primer. Now I'm applying a medium brown shade, which I think is Salted Caramel from the Too Faced palette, with a blending brush to my crease to create the beginning for a cut crease. And I'm sorry my camera keeps going out of focus. Now to intensify the cut crease, I'm using an angled brush with a dark brown, and I'm going in and I'm carving out the crease that I want my lid to have. I'm going above my natural crease to create a bigger and wider looking lid to my eye. Now I'm just blending out the cut crease just to make it a little less intense. Blend it out until it's the desired look that you want. Just keep blending until it's perfect. Now I'm just going to go ahead and draw a brown line from my corner of my eye up to meet the cut crease, just to give the totally cool retro effect to the eye. Totally cool, that was lame. Now I'm taking the MYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and Milk to make my lid whiter and make the cut crease more stand out more. Now I'm just blending it out to give the whiteness a little less white and make it a little more blended into my lid, if that made any sense at all. Now I'm doing a winged eyeliner, which is classic 50s, and I'm just going to go ahead and do a medium to thin line on my lid and create a small wing that connects with the upper cut crease. Now I'm taking the mixed jumbo eye pencil and milk and applying it to my inner corner and my inner lower lash line, just to open my eyes a little bit more and to make them look wider. Now I'm just blending that out like I did with the top. Now I'm just defining my lower lash line with a dark brown, and I'm just applying that halfway into my lower lash line to keep the white there and open my eyes more. Putting more of the dark brown on just to make it a little bolder. Now I'm applying a flesh colored liner into my waterline to open up my eyes even more. So as you see, I've already applied mascara and a beauty mark. So now I'm going in with a dark red lipstick with a lip definer brush, and I'm outlining my lips with that really dark color, and I'm going to outline that just to give the contoured look that Marilyn Monroe really strived for. And smiling also helps widen the lips to make the lip line more even and more accurate. So now I'm going to contour the sides by just applying it halfway into my lip on each corner of my lip. I'm doing the same exact thing I did on the top with the bottom lip as well. Now I'm applying a nice cherry red color to my lips to give that classic 1950s red lipstick. Now to make the contour and highlight blend, I'm using a blue toned red lipstick and I'm applying that on top of everything. I hope you all found something interesting in the history aspect or the makeup aspect, and if you see beads of sweat coming off my forehead, it's because I'm done heat stroke. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it once again, and our last video in this entire series will be up very shortly, and it will be the 1960s. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.